adventurers, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have something really exciting for us, not just because, as you can see, it's cool, but also because it's going to be very helpful in today's experience. I have something special planned for us, and let me tell you, it didn't come in looking like this. It came in this big box, and it was quite large and kind of heavy in order for me to bring it into my base camp, but I did so I can share this with you. Now, across the board, we all travel differently. Some of us travel part-time, some of us travel full-time, some of us travel as a weekend warrior, some of us travel with the purpose of going to do certain kinds of events, and in doing so, we have a lot of different needs on the channel. I personally travel in a tiny 2020 NV200, and I have a more limited space plan in that space. So larger devices aren't something I always get to put into the van, but it doesn't mean I can't have a little bit of fun with them for all of you guys. And the reason why I share these kinds of videos is because not everyone drives a tiny van. In fact, I have lots of friends who drive much larger rigs and they have a little bit more space so that they can have different kinds of cooking devices. My channel is here to teach you guys about all of the options that are available. We'll put them through the ringer, we'll test them out, we'll see what works, and we'll create some fun along the way. I've cooked with a variety of different cooking units throughout my time on the internet, 9 years now, and we've seen a lot, but nothing quite like this. This is in fact the G22 by Monument Grills. It is a propane grill system, and we're going to be looking at this today. I've already taken it out of the box just because it was a little bit cumbersome, but I think that we could go through the specs, talk about the size, and also what exactly we could create in this, and then we're going to put together some fun and make something kind of interesting. Fact of the matter is, again, everybody travels for something different, and in my previous life, I traveled a lot for sports. I would go to a different place, I'd go to a tailgate, I'd pop out all of the fun stuff, I had a camping chair, lots of people would come out, and my favorite thing to do was go to Cowboys games. I loved the tailgate experience, and a lot of people would come from all over the state to go to watch Sunday football. And in doing so, the parking lot would fill and tons of people would roll in with their RVs and their campers and their grills. This is a perfect size for someone like myself if I wanted to take a short hiatus to go to an event and see friends, go to a sporting event, or to do other things like that where I could pull things out of my space. And so that's why I thought we could look at this today. I think that seeing yourself in an experience is the best thing to do. So today, to fully visualize that, I have a friend with me. We're going to be joined by Riley on this endeavor, and she and I are going to test this out by making something absolutely delicious. Now, what is that going to look like? I'm not sure yet, but we're going to do this because we are celebrating Football Sunday. First things first, there are some little latches here, so we're going to open this up and see what's inside. Now that we've done that, we can reveal the interior where we have some more foam packing and also some plastic. So I need to pull all of this out and get everything all set up for us, but let's examine a little bit closer. Now, I know you're probably thinking, well, why aren't you wearing one of your sporting t-shirts? Just because I was already in this, so we're gonna just do it from here. But the game doesn't start for a little while, which gives us plenty of time to unwrap each of these pieces and figure out what exactly they are. So I'm gonna continue on this. We have several different pieces that come in plastic. So we have this one right here, and we also have this one. So I have some work ahead of me, it looks like, before we can even start on the burgers. As you can see, there's a lot of really good things that could come from this. It's a good size, it's not too big, it doesn't have a big base that you have that's cumbersome, and that's really, really nice. Now, you can mount this if you want to, but I kind of like that it's portable because that helps us out a lot. And it did have this box inside, so let's see what else comes with this particular unit. The G22, again, is a logical size for most people because unless you have like a huge family that you're making meals for, this is gonna be nice. In fact, for myself, I could easily see myself setting this outside at my base camp, which I might end up doing, and just going out there, turning on the gas and having something delicious in just a few moments. But with that said, ooh, I'm gonna have to figure out how to assemble this, and that could take me a minute, but I've never assembled a grill before, so we're gonna see if it's user-friendly in that capacity, or if I need to call in a lifeline and be like, oh no, help me please. This should be helpful for that. It's a nice sized booklet that tells us all the specs, everything else, and all that we need to know. Okay, the instructions say that I'm going to have a Phillips head screwdriver. They do not attach the tools in this, so I've got to go find a screwdriver, and then I should be able to put the feet on it. And then also it shows all the different components on here. So in theory, this should be user friendly. Okay, I have the feet, the screws, and the screwdriver. Closer inspection, when I turned it up this way, I'm also gonna have to remove some other things. So I'm gonna go ahead and screw in the feet, and then we're going to remove all of these pieces. And then also I will remove this in just a few moments. Okay, now that I just put those in the holes so I don't lose them, now I get to put the actual feet on. So I'll just untwist the parts each one by one, and so they're already laid out. That just helps me with efficiency so I don't lose things. Okay, all four are now on, so we move on to the next step. Getting this thing off right here. Okay, next thing is going to be putting this pan on, and so I have to slide it into a little slot. I just have to figure out how exactly the slot fits. It looks like it is pan side up, and then there's a little notch on it right here that fits into a groove. Okay, so it should fit in kind of like a puzzle piece, like right here, I believe. And then it fits into this channel. And that should work. It's a little bit more wobbly than I thought it would be. And I'm still not sure what exactly this thing does. I don't know if this fits in here and then goes across and pins in somewhere or not. I gotta read some more instructions now. So we're gonna figure this out one way or the other. Apparently the next step has nothing to do with this chain. So what I'm gonna do is flip it back up, and then we're going to open it and put in the grill pan now. Now we're moving into figure 3, or step 3, which is to put the cooking grid with the holes and the flame tamer in place. So that's gonna be these pieces. Those were what were in the box. So we're gonna put them over this section, which is the flame area right here. And then we're also gonna put the grill grate on top. So these are the grill grates, and I believe they just fit in like this, kind of like on top of these little channels. That's kind of what it looked like on the figure. So they just kind of fit in. That seems weird, but it's how the picture had it. Now we put the grill grate in, and it's going to go on top of that like so. And then the little line on the grill grate is supposed to face down. So the part that pops up faces down, and then everything's inside good to go. So I think that we're in good shape. Now we move on to the next step. The nice thing about Monument is they do have a nice section here for you that's very user friendly to put all of your information in order to get in touch with them. It has QR codes. It also has all of your table of contents inside of the manual itself, including some safety precautions, which I think is really important, and also the cleaning and maintenance area for troubleshooting and then also taking care. So I think that that's nice. It's also in a variety of different languages, so you can get this and it would really help you out. And you can see right there, lots of different languages to use. So as you're looking through, it tells you the cook temperatures for all of the things that you might be interested in cooking. It tells you approximately how many minutes that it would take cooking them in this. And so that's something that sets them apart from others, in addition to the big bold graphics that show you very easily how to put things together. So far, not too bad. There were a couple things that I'm confused about, like the chain, but I just saw an illustration a little bit further along, so I think we're okay. Everything's been very user-friendly. Nothing's been super heavy except for the initial box. So I think this is something I could logically use and move around in different places. If I take it to a tailgate, this would be so perfect because I'm already like eyeing up the space over here, and I can see there's enough room for several burgers. And in order to do that, I now need to remove this plastic off of the spout that's going to connect to our propane. Oh, there we go. I got it. That's kind of a big one. Okay. Next step says that we're actually supposed to close this and lock it back. And then we're going to connect our propane. Now, I'm under the impression that we can use a large LP container or we can use a small one. So we're going to find out for sure. If we cannot, that's going to put a kink in our day because I only ever carry small ones. So we're about to see if this works. I don't know if it will or not. If it doesn't, that's going to be an abrupt ending to today at least. Guys, unfortunately, you can't connect the small green bottles. You have to use a larger LP with this. And so because of that, I'm gonna have to put this on pause. So I will get back to you after I'm able to connect it and get it set up. So that is a major deal breaker for me right now. I can't do that because I don't have a tank. I don't carry a tank. I don't have anything that looks like that here at my base camp. We do have propane here for heat, but in order to plug into the big unit, you're next to a huge unit. So it doesn't work out so great. So would this work for the average person who's just wanting to supplement their cooking system with one of those little green things? No, you would have to carry a larger thing, which means you're no longer just carrying the larger grill, you're also carrying the larger tank. So I guess we're gonna have to put a pause on this. I'm still gonna watch the game tonight. I'm still going to enjoy it, and I'm still gonna make some burgers, but it's just not gonna be on this grill. Side note, whenever I looked through the first part of the safety precautions, which I always read before I actually start, I noticed that this was in here as I was going through, and I started reading and I was like, oh yeah, you have to have a bigger tank. And it does mention that into this section. So if you didn't read the book first and just started to go through and assemble, then go back and read the book like I do, you would not be as surprised. However, because I kind of put things together and then go back and read so that I can make sure I internalize, that was on me, guys. I should have known. But also, at the same time, most people logically get things out of the box, want to put them together so they can start using them, and then read after. That's just kind of what we do by nature, and so today, by doing that, it bit me in the behind. And that's okay. That's what happens. Again, I like to do a very practical look at what's going on with all the different items that we're using here on the channel. And in doing so, it helps me to share with you what the reality is. If everyone just had a perfectly great experience where everything was just hunky-dory and sunshine and roses, you wouldn't see the trials and tribulations. So instead, I like to test things out. I like to show you how I beat them up over time, and I like to show you how they work or don't work, and what the practical mind is going to think right out the box. That's why a lot of times I show you the foam that's in there, how they packed items, what it takes to actually put things together. And I hope that today, even though we weren't able to accomplish the goal, you guys were able to see this part at least. Now, since we're not able to do what we were going to do, I'm actually going to kind of have to pivot a little bit, and in doing so, I'm going to show you all another something at some point in the future on this grill. But for today, I'm going to just pull out my regular stove stuff here at my base camp, and we're going to cook up some burgers, and I'll show you my recipe, because I know I got you hype about the blue cheese burgers. Same. So I'm going to use all the same things that I would use in this grill, but I'm going to do it here at base camp. And if you're interested in the recipe, as always, follow along, enjoy it. I'm going to be really excited because at some point, Riley and I are still going to have a football party, and it's going to be delightful. Now, our friends at Monument Grill, thank you so much for sending this out so we can put it together. I will be picking up that big tank at some point. I just had to go to a store, and that's kind of inconvenient. I live in the middle of nowhere. So we will get back to you, and I'll show you what I thought about it, and we'll cook up something delicious, I promise. Since we can't do what we were initially going to do, we decided to do a live. So I've got everything plugged into this new little power station, and we're going to be charging up my laptop through this. Okay, we started watching the game, and the game got super intense, and I was originally going to make our burgers, but I'm super into the game, so I have kind of another solution. So we're just going to eat something else, and I'm going to make those burgers tomorrow. Propane threw me off. It really did. I'm not even going to pretend it didn't. So was it operator error? Yeah, it was. It definitely was. But do I have something yummy to show you guys? Absolutely. I have some pulled pork that I made, and I think we're going to take that and use it and make something delightful so that we can have a quick, easy, and delicious meal. And I'll show you what it looks like after I put it together. But Riley and I are watching the game. Do you guys like football? If you do, let me know. Our live went off without a hitch. It was about 3 hours long. We did arts and crafts. We talked to a bunch of you guys. We learned a lot of things. And yeah, I'm so excited right now, but I gotta make some dinner because this game is getting good. Okay, I decided to make us bowls for dinner because bowls are easy and I can use items that I really enjoy. So I have a zucchini and onion as well as some garlic in this little top mixture. There's some rice in here that's been seasoned with some lime. And then I also have a mixture of fire roasted corn and then also some ranch style beans, because I just thought that that would be a fun combo. Then we have some of our pulled pork in here. I'm about to top it off with a little bit of cheese, a little sour cream, and some seasoning, and we should have our very own DIY Chipotle-esque bowl. So we'll just sprinkle a bit on each one of these. Okay, we've finished up, and now it's time for us to eat. This one is Riley's. She likes Melinda's hot sauce, so I put a little bit of it on top. This one is mine. I like to use a sriracha. So all bowls are always exciting, but whenever you can put together a fun one with the things you already have, totally works out well. With that said, guys, I've changed into some comfy clothes. We're gonna finish off our football game. Definitely be sharing more about the grill very, very soon, but I have an assignment for you guys. If you're watching this and you are interested in the G22, ask all the questions that you have. I wanna make sure in that video that I include all of the things that might be helpful to you. So if you're wondering how big it is, or how much food can actually fit on it, or stuff like that, you'll see that because we'll be doing it very clearly in the demo. But if you have any additional questions, let me know. I'm very curious. Also, what would you cook if you had this grill? Leave that in the comments, and maybe, who knows, I'll make one of your dishes whenever we do that next video. But for now, guys, remember, we're not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time. I'm gonna get settled in. We're gonna finish this football game, and I'll see you next time. Bye.